Welcome to the show. Happy Memorial Day weekend. We are live. That's right. We don't take any days off except for, Monday through Saturday. Sundays, though, is our day. We got it going on here. Coach Mike, Coach Bennett, and well, not me. I'm just a fan. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. It is the Touchdown Crew once again joining your airwaves here on the ASAP Sports Network, Champa Bay TV, and everybody else that's tuning in. You can call the show at 813-699-5353. Coaches, how we doing on this weekend? Are we ready to grill some wieners and some buns and stuff like that? That may have came out wrong, but we are ready for this weekend, enjoying the day.
Oh, without a doubt, it is summer vacation.
Hell to the yeah. Coach Mike, you're actually on mute, by the way. Go ahead and click on that little button up there to unmute you. Here we go. Sir Baldness with the wonderful facial hair he's got going on. He's wearing an Eagles Super Bowl shirt, limited edition. He had to actually go ahead and get those from overseas because they had already shipped them out when the game started because they figured Tom Brady was just going to roll all over them. But no, it didn't happen. He had to go ahead and get them on back order on wish.com, but he still got them. So what's going on, my man?
Man, trying to make it. Like you said, this boy got the summer break, can actually sleep in on a Tuesday.
Yes, sirree. Yes, sir. All right. So we got now, of course, me being the dean and the teacher here, teacher of just random crap, but still the teacher of the show. And I assigned students homework. And why the hell am I listening to my voice echoing? Check your headphones. Text 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right, that's better. I gave some homework to you fellas out there, and I need to know: do I give you guys an A for completing the homework or an F for failing that homework? I'm going to start with the person I already know the answer to, Coach Vic over there, Vic Bennett.
See, what happened was
Dog ate the homework.
No, dog didn't eat the homework, man. It was a busy week. And it was just, hey, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't get to it. We had graduations. I've been to 3 graduations this week. Then family came in. Then we had 7-on-7 tournament. So I just been busy. Workouts. And then we're doing stuff like in our weight locker rooms and stuff. So under construction. So I've been moving a lot of stuff out of my office out. So yeah, man, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Well, listen, I get it. Very busy. Coach Mike, gotta ask: do you share Coach Victor's worth ethic, or have you came through for us?
No, I came through. I've been busy too, but I got my homework done.
Good boy. I give you the A for effort, and I guess you and I will be running on down our little geography.
Hey, let me see your list then.
I got a geography tour.
Mike, let me see your list.
Which one you want to see? Want me to share my page with you or something?
Oh, you got it on the computer.
It's on the camera. See, he got his advanced. I'm over here like I had to print my shit out and color code and everything like that. I couldn't find a damn thing that I could go ahead and just like, okay, color green for win, red for loss. I couldn't do that. So he's hey, yeah. I mean, let's get right into it. I guess Coach Vic, he's gonna go ahead and laugh at both of us, but we can laugh at him because hey, you ain't good shit. You didn't do it. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead and share your screen. I'll go ahead and post it on here if you want, and we'll go over. I mean, I got my listings. I got my new revised playoff teams.
Yeah, I think I had some changes come after doing that one.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like you don't know until you actually go down week to week, all 18 weeks, 17 games per team, who wins each one, et cetera, et cetera. And yes, it is complicated. I actually, I'll be honest with you, I kind of was on the Coach Vic train here, and it was going nowhere, and procrastinated. And I actually did mine here 8:00 in the morning.
Look at you,
and
man.
I ended up finishing at 7:25, excuse me, 9:25, and just in time to go ahead and get Freddie to give me the code, set up the show, everything, and it was there, it was done. And you know what? I don't regret it. There's going to be some kooky ass freaking stats in there, but you know what? It's what I believe. And I will be honest with you, I see Jacksonville taking the #1 pick again. Just letting you know, again. And I'll tell you how I came to that conclusion. And
I got
Mike,
Houston.
is it not coming through, Mike? Not popping up.
I got Houston and Atlanta. I'm trying to share this thing.
You got Houston, Atlanta.
Houston, Atlanta doing what? Toilet bowl?
Oh, first pick.
Okay. I was saying, damn. So I don't have the technology to obviously. Oh, I do have the technology. I just don't have the wherewithal to make it print up on my screen. So I'm just going to show you. So here's my AFC standings. So I will go over with them because there's people that are not viewing that can maybe listen. And if you are viewing, I apologize. So in the East, obviously, I think we all had Buffalo winning it out, right? So I ended up seeing Buffalo 14-3 overall.
Oh.
14-3. And they were taking the bye week. I saw Cincinnati edging out Baltimore to take the North. Cincinnati had a record of 12-5, Baltimore 11-6. Cleveland and Pittsburgh even shelled out strong at 10-7 each. Oh, here's Mike's. Let's add this on there. Ooh, check this out. What do we got? We did individual teams. Okay. I see what you did.
Mike, what
actually, it's going to be a little bit too tough. This is going to be too tough to go ahead and straddle. Oh, okay. So this is what. All right. So this is who you have the wild card round. Looks like Raiders, Titans, Broncos, Bills, Bengals, Chiefs.
Who won the division?
Yeah. Who had the bye?
Baltimore gonna shock you.
Oh, Baltimore had the bye.
Oh, you on the train now?
Hey, they took out the Colts. I thought I was looking at the Colts, and I was like, man, Baltimore gonna sneak up on people because hey.
Oh, I made you a believer. I see. I remember at the beginning it was no man. Cincy's gonna win the division, and now all of a sudden it looks like Cincy barely hanging on in there. Okay.
Now, Coach, when you were going ahead and making your predictions and going through game by game, did you rack up and did you have a tally of the records that they came out with?
Yeah, I got Baltimore at 13-4, Cincinnati at 10-7, 13-3 KC, 12-5 Las Vegas, the Raiders, 10-7 Denver, 14-2 Buffalo, and 13-4 Tennessee. I think their division helps them a whole lot.
Okay. So here's what I got. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. I'm gonna let you
So
go.
I have Buffalo at 14-3. I have Cincinnati taking the North at 12-5. I got Indianapolis taking the South at 12-5. And I have the Chargers taking the West at 11-6. Now, the teams that are in the playoffs, and I grant you, there are 5 teams with 10-7 records. Only one of them can make it because Baltimore and Tennessee had 11-6 records according to my chart. So for 10-7, I had Cleveland, Pittsburgh, KC, Vegas, and New England.
Hold on, go back. Hold on. Say it one more time.
Which one?
You had 10-7. Who?
I had 10-7 records for the following teams: Cleveland, Pittsburgh, KC, Vegas, and New England.
First up, how all of a sudden you got Pittsburgh winning 10 games? And 2 Sundays ago you bashed me, and then you got them sorry Patriots. I don't know how
the Patriots winning 10 games.
I don't know how you got to win it. Patriots winning 10.
So here's what I got. Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh basically losing their first 3 games. winning the fourth, losing.
That's a fan talking right there now.
And
No.
After the bye week,
Hold on.
lose one game.
Hold on, stop. Are we talking about the Patriots or are you talking about the Steelers? Because you said Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Oh,
Okay.
the Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers.
So he's not a fan.
After
No, because I thought he said the Patriots got.
no. I'll talk about the Patriots here in a second.
Yeah.
Patriots actually was the opposite. Pittsburgh actually went on a tear after the bye week, after week 9. The last 8 games, they only lose 1. So they started off horrible, but picked it up at the end. The Patriots, on the other hand, they had a bye week at week 10. So their first 9 games, they go 6-3. Then after the bye week,
Mike, go to your Patriots.
After the bye week, they go 4-4.
He got him 6-11. So you said they go 6-3. Who do you have the Patriots winning on your list?
Which one?
Charles.
Me?
Yeah. Slow down, Mike. Go back up to number 1. There we go.
So I got the Patriots losing to Miami, beating Pittsburgh, beating Baltimore, losing to Green Bay.
Wow.
Beating Detroit, losing to Cleveland, beating Chicago, Jets, and Indy. Bye week. Beating the Jets, Minnesota, Buffalo, but losing Arizona, Vegas, and Cincinnati, beating Miami, losing to Buffalo.
You got them beating Buffalo and
I haven't beaten Buffalo at home.
at home. Okay.
Losing Buffalo at the end.
So you got them going split again.
I haven't gone split, yeah.
I don't think they're going to split, but
Possibly not, but again, that's my picks.
And you got them beating Minnesota.
I do.
Okay.
Primetime Thanksgiving game, Belichick's going to have them ready.
scroll back up a little bit, Mike. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. So you have them beating the Browns. Keep scrolling. Scroll over a little higher.
I can change it to his picks if you want to see it.
Nope. Okay. You had the Patriots beating the Baltimore too, huh?
Yes, he did.
And they can't stop the run. And they didn't draft any run stoppers.
That doesn't mean they can't stop the run this year.
Boy.
We'll see how they work.
How do you can't stop the run if you didn't improve? Listen, Charles, where was the improvement to stop the run? You can't say coaching because you don't even have a defensive coach at the spot. And you can't say players because you didn't even trade or draft the players to stop the run.
Dude, you didn't even pick. What are you even talking about? You didn't even pick anything.
Actually, I
You
did.
No, you did.
I
You
did.
All right, I'm leaving this screen there, man. It's a little bit hard to see. But
I
all right,
did.
so you have them going what 6-11? You said
Pittsburgh or no, New England, yes, 6 and 7.
Okay. All right. So who do you have coming out of the AFC for the Super Bowl?
I didn't go that far, but
But you picked your playoff teams, right?
yes.
Okay.
So do you?
I had Buffalo, Indy, Cincy, Chargers, Tennessee, Baltimore, KC. Are we different on any of these?
Yes.
I don't have the Chargers.
No Chargers?
I got Denver instead of the Chargers. Did you have the Raiders?
No.
The Raiders make it. I think that division comes with 3 teams.
Yeah, that's what I see too. I see 3 10-win teams, but I also see the rest of the conference having some overachievers and a lot of underachievers. I have Miami at 3-14. I have Jackson at 2-15.
You got Miami at 3-14?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't.
The Patriots with 10.
I don't.
Patriots with 10, but still.
I'm not gonna hate on Miami like that.
No, but I'm definitely giving it to Buffalo this year.
But I don't see the AFC West with 3 teams. I see the AFC South having 2 teams that come out, and it's just Tennessee.
Yeah,
and
that's what I do. Tennessee and Indy.
Because that's why, like we keep saying 3. If you look at it, because we're kind of going off of how the NFC was, where you had 3 teams, but every division really didn't have a strong team. Like this year, I don't see the NFC West having 3 teams. They'll probably have 2 teams.
So what so when you calculate, what were your standings there?
Mike?
No. I'm talking to Coach Vic over there.
Yeah.
What are my standings for what?
Yeah. What were your standings to give you the predictions on this?
What are my standings? Well, those are the teams. Pretty much what I did. Like I didn't do every team. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'm poking you because
I know you are. I
you
know.
don't have
That's
the
okay.
numbers.
I
You
don't
don't
have
have
the
the numbers.
I don't have the numbers.
I don't even know why we're arguing.
Yeah,
I
yes,
don't even know.
because I wasn't gonna waste the energy and time and look at the Houston Texans and the Jaguars. I mean, it was. I looked at the top. I looked at the top 12 teams in each division. I can tell you.
Mike, take me to the NFC. Who do you have coming out of the NFC? What are your records?
NFC, I have the Rams 14-3. I have the Cardinals 12-5. Frisco 12-5. New Orleans 13-4. Tampa Bay 11-6. I gotta go. We can check that one. 12-5. Minnesota and 11-5. I'm missing one right there too.
5 Minnesota?
Yeah, that was my change.
Ooh.
It's gonna take that division.
Okay, then we're gonna have some off the wall comments here. Here's what I got. Holy shit. Green Bay taking the conference at 14-3. San Francisco 14-3. I have Tampa Bay taking the division by a game over New Orleans at 11-6. New Orleans at 10-7. And Dallas and Philadelphia dead heat at 9-8. But Dallas edges them. Minnesota 5-12.
What?
That's what I got them.
5. You only what 5 games you only got them winning?
Hold on. See, I got my games right here. Gotta take my glasses down because
Hey, Charles, we got a visitor.
Yeah, we do. I know, and he can wait. He hasn't been on all year. He can wait. I got them winning Detroit, Chicago at home, at Miami. I have them winning the Jets at home and the Giants at home.
And you don't have them beating Washington at all?
No, I see him losing to Washington.
Okay. I got them beating Dallas. Oh, of course.
Beating Dallas?
The Patriot fan don't see them beating the Patriots, of course.
Of course, I get that.
And you don't have them. You said the Jets, correct?
Yeah, he beat the Jets.
I got them beating the Colts too.
Okay. All right.
Who you got beating the Colts?
Minnesota.
Nah. That's too early, dog.
All right. Too many mics in here, but we're going to add one more. Why not? Mike, you can turn on your camera now. You can go ahead and start yapping away, my friend.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Where you at?
I'm at Wrigley Field, sir.
All right. Wrigley Field catching the world famous super bad Cubs.
Huh?
Exactly.
It's what? 1 second, Charles.
It looked like he at work.
He at work.
No, he ain't at work. If he's at work, I'd love to be at that work. Let's put it that way.
Man, he's at work, dog. He's doing the
He's directing somebody who's supposed to be doing something.
He's walking his path of who wants your popcorn or hot dog.
Who wants your popcorn, hot dog?
Listen,
No,
he needs that chili dog over there. Come on.
No,
Where's
sir,
that Chicago style pizza?
Oh, man, it's different, bro. It's different. No, sir, I am a hoser, sir. I work grounds crew. But
yeah, he's a hoser.
Great. It's great to do. Man, bro. Charles, something else. But it's great to be back.
We don't want to know what you do with your women, how you hose them down and stuff like that. Listen, you go ahead and be whatever you want to be at Wrigley Field. That grass needs some working. Trust me. Make sure you go ahead and get that ivy popping really quickly.
Oh, it's looking good today. I don't know how to change my camera on here.
Nah, it's okay. Just turn it to the side like every normal person does.
Boom.
Oh,
it's looking pretty good today.
Yeah, it's looking all right. Oh, by the way, hey, it looks like a real game going on. Almost nobody in the stands.
Dude, I know you're not talking.
I gotta bust your balls, man. Come on.
I know you're not talking.
No, I'm not talking. My team's doing crappy right now.
Uh-huh.
But it is what it is. You know what? We did crappy last year too, and yet we've found a way to make it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that life. We leave very early. But coach, I haven't seen you in a while.
What up, though?
You know, my boy, Mr. Superstar Buckets. How you feel? How you feeling?
What you talking about?
What the hell is he talking about?
Talking about Jimmy Butler.
Series 3-3.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't care. Superstar, coach.
Listen,
Superstar.
it's all coming to an end tonight, and
Hold
Tatum.
on. Stop.
Tatum's gonna stop dropping dimes in Miami.
Mike, who do you think I picked to go to the NBA Finals in the East?
Respectfully, I think you picked Boston.
No, I didn't.
You picked Miami.
He picked the Heat because he's anti-Boston.
Hey, you go back and look in August, September, and all the shows I jumped on with you guys. I always said Miami, and I always
thought
said
you
Golden
meant
State.
like very recently.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep my stance.
Okay.
I don't jump ship. I'm riding and die with the Heat. I said it from the beginning.
Hey, I was with you. I said if it's not the Bulls, it's Miami, and I was biased about my Bulls.
Well, we already know you went to. We already know what you did. You jumped ship real quick after that.
Mike,
Mike,
you're fading, man. You're fading. This basketball talk, man, is
Man,
clouding your picture. I can't hear you. Mike, are you there? Mike, oh, you lost. So sorry. Get back to hosing, Mike. Get out of here. Honestly, Mike, man, we gotta go. We gotta talk football.
Okay, sir.
All right. Bye-bye. It's clouding up there. Mr. Buckets, man, is interfering on our show. 813-699-5353. All right. So we were talking NFC before we were rudely interrupted by the Wrigley hoser. So I apologize, Mike. Go ahead and tell me again. What do you got come out of the NFC again?
The Rams taking it 14-3. I got the Cardinals 12-5, Frisco 12-5, 13-4. I got an NFC is top heavy because it's that bad at the bottom. Tampa Bay 12-5, and 12-5 Minnesota, 12-5 Eagles.
12-5 Eagles?
Yep. You want to see how they go?
No, I don't care.
Okay,
It's all good. It's all good.
So you know,
I know the Eagles gonna have 2 more wins than the Patriots.
Well, 2 more wins on the Patriots compared to your record, yeah. I mean, Patriots win 6 games; they have to win at least 8. I got to win 9, actually.
So you think the same teams are gonna make the playoffs from last year, Mike?
No, the difference is the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings are going to come through at 12.
Dallas is a team that doesn't make it.
Yeah, 12-5.
So
you have a better record than the Bucks.
I don't care. So you really think you don't think the Saints are gonna make the playoffs?
I got them in the playoffs.
They're in.
Huh?
The Saints are in.
Yeah, Saints are in.
Who would you say?
All
I heard
I
was
got Philly, Tampa Bay, the Rams, Cardinals, New Orleans 49ers, and the Vikings. I had Green Bay until I went through the schedule.
How are you? So let me ask you this. Wow. Never mind. I'm not going to ask you.
No, actually,
No, you got to ask. Mister, I don't do homework because my week is so busy.
Yeah, well, hey, first time is the favorite thing.
All right.
So why are y'all so sold on these Cardinals?
Why are you not? Because we don't know what Kyler Murray's gonna do.
Because
I'll be honest with you, me and Mike actually agree. I got him at 12-5 as well.
But yeah, but man,
Now, the only thing that changed it is Kyler Murray don't play.
Yeah, that's it. And you better believe they'll find a quarterback that will fit that system some way, somehow. It might be an older
Because
quarterback.
Lincoln Riley has proven he can take any quarterback.
Yeah, take
no,
Kaepernick.
he hasn't.
Now.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts doing well.
Ooh.
You said Lincoln Riley. Who are we talking about? Lincoln Riley? What is Lincoln?
I mean, that offensive system.
There's 2 different offenses, dog.
Man, that's the offense he's dwelling in.
All right. So hold on, give me a second because I gotta look at this.
Here's what I got while Vic is looking at it. Like I said, I got Green Bay at 14-3. They're taking the conference. San Francisco 14-3. They're number 2. I got the Bucks at 11-6. They're number 3, and Dallas 9-8, number 4. Then you got Arizona 12-5, New Orleans 10-7. Excuse me, Arizona 12-5, Rams 11-6, New Orleans 10-7. Those are my 7.
So real quick, well, I want to go back to these Cardinals, dog. I gotta go back to these Cardinals.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Chiefs Cardinals. You got the Chiefs winning, correct?
Hold on. What week is that?
That's 1.
Week 1? No, they lose.
Mike, you got Chiefs Cardinals. What?
I got them losing.
Raiders Cardinals.
Losing.
Losing.
Rams Cardinals.
Just go 3, 4, 5, 6. Just go 3. So I got them winning 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, losing 10.
And I got them going 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Then they're gonna come back and beat the Rams that time.
Well, I got losing to the Rams. I am losing to the Rams, beating the Saints. That's the difference we have right now.
Yeah.
So, they would not lose to the Saints. I mean, they would not beat the Saints, dog. Why
I got them
y'all-
losing to the Saints.
Mike's got him losing to the Saints. I got him beating the Saints.
Mike, that's like 6 losses already, dog.
What?
I don't know. I'm
Wow.
confused.
We're saying how many they're winning.
How many they're winning? Okay.
Yeah. So they lose the okay. Here's mine. They lose the first 2. They win the next 7, lose to the Rams, take their bye week and win the next 2 right before the bye week, and then they go 3-2 at the end.
Okay.
Told you there's gonna be some laughing going on. It's okay. Everybody's gonna have their different opinions. I mean, Mike and I agree 12-5, just depending on which teams are.
Yeah.
But we still see them 12-5. Yeah, John says Eagles are not going to fly that high. I agree. I don't see the Eagles flying that high. I mean, unless they prove something. I mean, I think those picks there that Mike's doing.
Their schedule is favorable. Go look at the schedule.
Yeah, let's look at it. You're right. I mean, there is.
They have the 3rd softest schedule.
So Philadelphia. Let's bring this to terms here. Damn it, get out of here. So where's Philly? All right, at Detroit. Yeah, I got him winning that one.
Okay.
All right. Let's take a look at Philly. This is my picks. I actually have Philly starting off 4-0.
I had them losing to Minnesota. Go ahead.
So then they lose to Arizona and Dallas before they hit their bye. After their bye,
Pittsburgh.
they beat Pittsburgh, lose the next 4.
To Houston?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Houston's going to win sooner or later, and I think Philadelphia is just a picking. They beat Tennessee at home, lose the next 3, then beat the Saints and Giants. So they actually do they sweep the Saints in mine? No. They split the Saints, and that's what
I got them losing to the Saints because of the passing game. Like,
Who losing to?
Philadelphia losing to the Saints.
Yeah, that Saints is gonna beat Philly.
Yeah,
we're really sleeping on that on the Saints defense.
The one thing I'm taking a look at is number 1. They're playing them in week 17 in Philly. It's going to be cold and nasty outside of a dome. That's why I give Philadelphia a home field advantage on that one.
That's the only way they win because
New Orleans not able to throw the ball.
Sometimes that's all it is. Look at New England how they beat Buffalo that time.
It's not even that it's able to throw the ball. They don't even care. It's the last game of the season. They're going to the playoffs. I hate to say it, and I'm a Tampa Bay fan. New Orleans will win the South.
That's what I got.
I got Tampa Bay 11-6, New Orleans 10-7. What do you got in the South, Mike?
13-4, 12-5.
13. Okay, so
you got a lot of 12-5s, dog.
Because you got your bottom half of the NFC is horrible.
Yeah, I got Chicago 6-11. I got Atlanta and Carolina sharing 3 and 14s, and Seattle honestly 14.
So you really don't think I
talk? Come on.
I don't see
all the picks that he's done. I mean, he's got room.
Yeah, I don't see the AFC West taking 3 teams out.
I didn't say they took 3 teams out.
I'm talking Mike. Mike got 3 teams going to the playoffs.
Well, that's him.
You got like 3 of them going 12. Like 2 of them going 12-5. The same record.
Well, see, I got
NFC or AFC.
AFC.
Oh, NFC.
AFC West is 10-7 to 13.
No, AFC. I mean NFC.
Well, hold on a second. Who do you got? Who do you got coming out of the West? You're
West.
talking about? Yeah, I got 3 teams coming out of the West too: San Fran, Arizona, Rams. You tell me they're not going to make the playoffs?
I don't think the Cardinals are gonna make the playoffs. I honestly don't think so.
And you're basing all that on Kyler Murray.
No, I'm not. I'm basing on that offense. The same thing, same reason I said that offense last year. I've said it before. With the type of offense that they run, you got first off, you only have one running back because you let one go.
Wait a second. I gotta address Damien. No, I didn't say 6-10 Chicago. I said 6-11. They lose an extra game. You got to hear it correctly. Yes, they win 6 games, but they lose 11. Anyway, and listen, you guys want to go ahead and jump on us, you go right ahead. This is the way too early prediction. We got 2 friggin' months before preseason even starts.
Yeah.
So you know what? This is all what's coming out right now. This is all
contract deals, injuries can change everything.
Oh, hell yeah. You go ahead and Josh Allen goes down for the Bills for the season. Bye-bye Bills. You can forget it. Mahomes going down for the season. Bye-bye Chiefs. They're already down a big receiver. So I'm telling you, it can change in an instant. Aaron Rodgers going down. We already seen how Jordan Love can F up a team. He can do it right there. Bye-bye Packers. Brady goes down. Just telling you, it could take one player to go down, and that's it. Game over. So this is, again, all speculation. This is also speculation that Detroit has improved. This is also speculation that Jacksonville is going through what they're going through, maybe not improving as a lot of people thought. This is also speculation that Russell Wilson doesn't do as well as people thought as well, including myself. I think Denver does not do well. They go 6-10. 6-11, excuse me. I'm over here taking a game. I'm seeing Atlanta and the storm that they're in over there, 3-14. I'm seeing Washington improving, not only with morale, because now they finally got a team name they can stand behind and their fan base, but I think they've improved overall. I think they're winning 7 games, and I think the Giants have improved. They're going to win 8 games. So there's a lot of speculation going on. Apparently, Daniel Jones is going to be asked to throw the ball and be a gunslinger. That could turn out either way. It could be huge numbers for him. It also could be huge numbers for interceptions. So we don't know how that's going to run. This is also buying the Rams keep their same nucleus in there, and they don't lose a step if they don't bring back OBJ.
No. Okay.
I don't think they lose a step without him. They
picked up what's the name? They're gonna be all right.
I think they're fine, but
I want to kind of talk bottom of the barrel. Where the 3 wins you see Atlanta getting?
So you're speculating 0-17 for Atlanta?
No, I gave them 1.
Oh my God, really?
They gonna split with the Packers.
So Atlanta in week 3, I see him going in and beating Seattle. Because Seattle ain't got nothing. I see them beating Carolina at home because it's a division.
One time, okay.
And I see beat them Chicago at home. Everything else, flush the toilet.
You can convince me on the Seattle one, not the Bears one.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm wrong on the Bears one, but also the Bears have been very inconsistent.
Right,
which is why any team, no matter if it's Jacksonville, can go into Chicago and beat them on any given Sunday. So it's like, it's really a flip of the coin. And that's kind of how I worked it. It's like, hey, they're at home, or if the Bears are on the road, I'm going to kind of lean towards the other team unless that team is more flaky than the Chicago, which there wasn't many. Like for Chicago, and this is just to satisfy Damien right now. For Chicago, I actually have them winning their first game against – actually, no. They're losing to the Niners and Green Bay, beating Houston, losing to the Giants and Minnesota on the road, beating the Washington Commandos.
I don't even think they'd be Houston.
Yeah, that's kind of flaky too. I have them losing New England and Dallas, beating Miami at home, beating Detroit at
Who's
home.
beating Miami? You really hate Miami.
I hate Miami.
I think it's the Patriots in you.
It might be.
has to be.
I have, so here's how much I hate Miami. They're finishing below the Jets.
Oh my God.
Miami has 3 wins.
Come on, man.
Oh wait. Here, so they're beating Miami and Detroit at home. They're losing to Atlanta, the Jets on the road, and losing to Green Bay at home. Get their bye week, and they split the last 4 games, beating Philly and Minnesota at home. I think they go winless on the road.
Who? Atlanta?
No, Chicago. Yeah.
I don't think Chicago's. I don't know, man. Chicago is in a rebuild. Revamp.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, they're going to try some new things. They're going to go ahead. Nobody's going to have game tape on them until like week 3 or week 4, and then they're going to find out what they're really about. And I think they're going to get their confidence again. You're right. They're in a rebuild. You're absolutely right.
Because they're not going to really have an offense nor defense, because it's very, very pointless to have an offense more so anything, because you don't even know who you're gonna have next year, the year after that. So and Damian, I understand New York. If I haven't seen, New York is gonna beat the Bears. Houston's not a bad team. You actually got you have a quality coach that's gonna play defense and be smart on offense. So they're gonna beat the Bears and the Falcons. We said this last year, man. Falcons, y'all are gonna be dumpster juice, but they were 2 games from making to the playoffs. Like, they find ways to beat teams. They don't lose to teams that's same talent as them.
Yeah,
they lose to teams that's better, that has more talent than them, but they don't lose to the same equal or lower. I will give Atlanta that credit. They figured out ways, and they had receiver issues halfway through the season. So I just don't see it, man.
They still have receiver issues. Let's put it
but Damian, with these Bears, say, man, it's good to be a Bear fan, but the reality of it is, y'all gonna be a top 5 draft pick with Jacksonville, and guess what? Houston gonna be right there with you, but they're gonna win. They're gonna lose. They're gonna win more games than y'all.
Actually, I have them as a top 10. I got again Jacksonville, Houston, Miami, Jets, Minnesota, Seattle, Carolina, Atlanta, then Chicago. Again, that's what I have. This is predicting in the month of May, and we haven't even reached July yet. We haven't reached anywhere with training camp is going on. All we're seeing is a couple of video clips of OTAs. That's it. That's what we're riding on. We're riding on the projection of what the teams are right now, what they have done. And I really like Detroit. I like Detroit definitely finishing a lot better than they did before, but they're not going to get to 500 yet. They may win 7, maybe 8 games. And I think Detroit's going to surprise a lot of people on some of these games. Not like, listen, if they're going to go face Green Bay or Tampa Bay, they're not winning those games. But if they go ahead, like, for instance, Detroit, they go ahead and face, let's see here. When they go to face Miami, I think they can beat Miami. I think they can go ahead and of course, they're going to beat Jacksonville. I think they'll give the Jets a run for their money, even though the Jets are still, the Jets have improved. I see them also giving Philadelphia a run for their money, but I think they split them. So, again, like I said, we got the speculation. And that's all it is right now.
He said, do y'all realize the Giants still have Daniel Jones? Yes, they still got Daniel Jones. But do you realize now they have a coach, an offensive coach that's going to coach them and run the offense? Because guess what? Just as much as y'all praised him in Buffalo, he's going to get the same credit he get in New York until he do something different. But offensively, they're going to be way better. You had a special teams coordinator / Jason Garrett. That he didn't have a coach. I don't care what you say. Don't get me wrong, man. They professionals. I'm happy for anybody to get a head coaching job. But he hired Jason Garrett, who just left who got fired from the Cowboys. And what was the issue for the Cowboys? They was there was nothing different. Same old. Like it wasn't no style, no nothing. No,
You
it was
say
just
run on first and second, throw on third.
yeah. So like we got to get off of that. Well, Daniel Jones is not a bad quarterback. He's in the league, man. And now he has a coach that's credit. He's under Nick Saban. He was under Bill. He turned Josh Allen because Josh Allen, everybody was hooping out. Well, Josh Allen couldn't do this and this and that. And now look at everybody saying Josh Allen's a superstar, except Coach Bennett. But that's another story. But anyway, like give him his flowers, man. So I'm sorry. If you ask me of who has the better head coach, I'm gonna go with the Giants because you picked the defensive coordinator again. Defensive coordinators always get fired every year. Proven fact.
All right. So listen, those are our records. That was one of the things that we were looking to do this Sunday. That took about half the show. Let's move it on. It took half the show with one coach not participating.
That's right. Damien, won't you call in, man? Because you up here still talking about O-line. They don't have a legit O-line. Hell, the Bears ain't got no legit O-line.
All right. Let's talk about David Njoku. 5-year, baby. 5 years. $56 million, 56.75. Excuse me, 4-year, $56 million contract. Browns keep their tight end. Does it really matter until they figure out who's going to throw him the ball? Does it really matter if Njoku's on the field or not?
That was a money move. They pretty much opened up some space to have money, give him a contract like that.
Yeah, but it's giving him 4 more years in Cleveland. I mean, that's something that well, number one, of course, $28 million is guaranteed. So, they got that cap space there.
Well, Charles, we talked about it before. It might be Cleveland. Sometimes you take the money. Nobody cares about the championships. If you can give him 40, 50 million or 28 million, hey, I could stay 4 more years.
But let's look at it besides the money. Njoku in Cleveland, is that a good fit for him? Or would you think he'd be better suited somewhere else?
For me, I think Njoku is just inconsistent. His hand's not consistent enough for me.
So you say he got overpaid, or he got paid what he was worth?
From Cleveland, yeah. I don't think too many people would have matched it or even thought about matching it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's definitely not top 5 tight ends in the league. His hand's not consistent enough for me. Too many wide open. He just drops.
Now, is that because whoever's throwing the ball maybe didn't throw him?
And if it actually receiver coach right there, if it hit your hands, you better catch it.
You got to catch it. But also it depends on it. How they throw the ball does have a lot to do with it also.
Oh, okay. But so Gunslinger Baker, who's doing.
What are you saying? He throwing it too hard?
Yeah.
He probably throwing it where he can't catch it.
Listen, if you're going this way and the ball is heading that way, and you're trying, it still hits you in the hands, but it's like it's off balance.
But I'm gonna say this. If you look at the stats like drops, he's not a top 10 dropper. So he at least he's at the 3, 4, 5 maybe range drops per game per season. That ain't bad. I think the money. I mean, I think he's worth the money just for the simple fact of the matter. Everything is going up in price. We're not looking at the same numbers that we used to like 2 or 3 years ago. And now you have a reliable quarterback. You have a quarterback that's pretty much he's going to get the one-on-one. If Cooper stays healthy, Cooper's going to have a safety over top of him. You got to keep another guy to spy your quarterback.
You worry about the run game too.
Yeah, and you got to worry about the run game. So he fits the bill of, hey, you're going to have a lot of catches.
Now, Njoku, and just educate everybody, Njoku, better blocker than catcher, or is he equally as good as blocking or worse?
I think he's equal. Because in Cleveland, one thing about in Cleveland, you got to be able to block. Because
you're running the ball like 70% of the time up there.
So so you're running the ball that much. So he has to be able to block, and he's going to be the reliable source. So this year is really going to sell if he can really catch. I mean, if he's worth the money, because you got a quarterback now. There's zero excuses. I mean, these first 6-7 games is going to suck because he's going to be suspended, but after that, it's rocking and rolling.
Game on. Jameis Winston spotted throwing on field during OTAs after his ACL. So Jameis Winston, of course, everybody is on the Saints is excited about Winston to see what he can really do with a full season. Like we had mentioned before on this, he was doing pretty good, pretty decent before he got injured. Now it's like he's going to have that full season, hopefully. As long as he doesn't get injured, we're all picking the Saints to go to the playoffs. So some of them even picking them to go to winning the South. So, I mean, is Winston really the key there? Is this one of the guys that if he goes down, you might as well flush this season down the toilet?
No, Winston's not the key.
A whole lot.
Winston's not really the key. It's more so for me. It's the offensive coordinator. I don't really know who the offensive coordinator. I don't really know any information about him. He's really technically the key because you got all the toys, and Winston. I think he had a changing of the guard last year, meaning he's not the old Winston that's gonna throw you 50 interceptions. Like he was smart with his throws, and they have a lot of toys. They got a lot of toys to play with. I'm just really curious about what tight end is going to step up and be the man. Because, again, you got Michael Thomas coming back. That's your intermediate. You got Landry. That's your little mid-range. And then you got Olave going over the top. Who's going to protect the middle of the field?
So Pete Carmichael is the OC over there.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know anything about him, like, because he never called plays.
So he's actually been the coordinator for the past 13 years. So he's been there. So he's going to be playing the same type of offense apparently that they've been playing. It's not going to be much of a change.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. Then you got quarterbacks coach Ronald Curry that's heading up, making sure that Winston looks good and all that good stuff. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be the same type of offense that Winston had last year. So he should be pretty familiar with the game plan there as well. And like you said, you got Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, you got a couple of rookies that are coming in as well. Like you said, Chris Olave is probably going to go ahead and blaze everybody downfield. Marquez Callaway is in there. Jarvis Landry was signed in. Michael Thomas, of course. Traquan Smith. So yeah, you're right. You got a lot of toys there. They got Tyson Hill as a tight end. It doesn't look like there's many people there. So that's probably why they put him at tight end. But yeah, you're right. They got a lot of toys. Just make sure that he's well protected and just make smart moves. That's the thing. That's the problem I had with Winston when he was playing with the Bucs. It's like, dude made just some dumb throws, really dumb and not even accurate. So now, seeing him at what he did before he got hurt, it's like, all right, that's it's positive thinking right there. We definitely like what we see with Winston now. He only threw 3 interceptions in 7 games instead of throwing those guaranteed 2 interceptions a game. 7 games, 14 touchdowns, 3 picks. I mean, he was lighting it up. He had the best quarterback rating of his career in the NFL, but again, it was a shortened season. So let's see how he does with a 17-game season. And yeah, there we go. That's that for Winston. Let's see here. What were we talking about? So you mentioned about you guys wanted to talk about the Pro Bowl. So there's been rumors that talking about the Pro Bowl, they're going to get rid of the game. Does it really, as a fan, are you going to miss seeing the Pro Bowl game? And if not, what would you like to see replacing the Pro Bowl game? Anything like any type of creative, like I'd like to see this type of format. Let's make it a Pro Bowl dodgeball game for the whole 100-yard field. I mean something creative, something like outrageous. What would you like to see? Fans pay $100 a ticket. What can they get entertained? Does it have to be a football game? Maybe a modified football game, a flag football game? What are we looking at here?
I think they need to look into some of the stuff the NBA doing, where you got the 2 captains picking the teams. Because I mean, and they don't have to pick 53, but the O-line captain pick his O-lineman, and the position with the most votes from that position have a little draft together.
Okay.
I think that it's something different and it's mixed up.
So what about the game though? The game is basically nobody really tries. So
they play tag, yeah. I don't watch it right now because they don't tackle. So it has to be incentive based, because it has to be something like baseball has. You get home field advantage in the World Series. It has to be
I
So
never liked that though. I never
confident.
liked that thing because number one, home field advantage doesn't exist in the Super Bowl. It's neutral.
Right.
You
So
can't have
it has
that.
to be something.
I mean, everybody gets ice cream at the end of the game or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it's just,
Because you would say money, but money is not incentive enough for them. So I don't know.
no charity. Maybe
Right.
maybe if the team picks a charity, maybe if they win, that there's a charity that can go in. But again, like I said, you're going to risk because football, you can get injured for almost anything. You could step on a turf the wrong way and tear out your ankle. So it's a really, really dangerous sport. And just for an exhibition game, that's what I'm saying. It's like, maybe we need to take it flag. Maybe we need to take it more skills competitions and stuff like that, and maybe the winners of those. There you go. I mean, obviously you'll still honor the best of the best, but at the same time, it's like, listen, you don't have to play because let's be honest. Most of the team's offense, most of the team's first team, they opt out anyway. And if you're going to the Super Bowl, you don't participate anyway. So it's like Tom Brady going to the Super Bowl. He's definitely going to be in the Pro Bowl. Well, he can't play. So let's go ahead and do second and third. And like Mac Jones got in because he was like a third option or something like that. No, that's not right. So it's like, if nobody's going to play, why bother playing the damn game? Honestly, we got to make it so it's memorable. Like maybe I would think the NFL Play 60, have the kids have a couple of teams that are coached by Pro Bowlers, have the kids go out there and play a game of flag. I don't know if you're going to sell tickets for that or it's going to be if it's going to produce anything, but it's an idea. It's an idea because nobody's going to watch the game. Nobody does. And if they do, again, what are we seeing? We're seeing offensive linemen just stand there with their hands on their hips, waiting for somebody to pass because nobody's rushing the ball. Nobody's rushing the ball carrier. And you're right. As soon as they touch you, there's no tackling. The whistle's blown. So, about you, Coach Vicky over there. What you got?
I think you just you make it a competition instead of having a game. You do a 7-on-7. Would it be like 7-on-7 flag football? Would it be cool? You split it up. You could say the NFC, AFC, and then you have a huge tournament. When I say huge tournament, I'm talking about before the Pro Bowl with normal people, and let their 7-on-7 teams play against the NFL's two teams and have like a tournament like that. Because then now you're getting people involved into it. Because
okay.
So now you're getting more people want to watch, and then they're gonna see because now you want to see can NFL players play against normal people in a way, to a certain extent.
Now But here's the downfall. Here's the downfall with that. What if the normal people show up the NFL people?
It's 7-on-7 though.
Huh?
No, he said if they show them up. I'm like, it's 7-on-7. It's a difference.
Yeah, it's not legit football, but it's still you want to how everybody as a fan you say, man, I'll kill that dude, man. He's sorry, he's this. Now you're talking about the best of the best. Even we're just talking about flag football. Now they're having an opportunity to compete for it, and then you can say, hey, 90 what they get 55,000 for a Pro Bowl win?
Oh, sure. I probably think it's more than that now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the numbers on it. You do that, and then you do like a lineman challenge. Again, you have guys it's 300 or 275 and above, and you do lineman challenges. You do stuff like that that's entertaining, but you're getting the people involved. Because one thing about it is when you say baseball, you say the All-Star game, it's a 7-game series. One goes home, one goes away. So you can say home field advantage because you won 4 games in your home play. When you say NBA, there's a difference is you're talking about dunks, shooting, like doing spectacular things.
Yeah.
So and then now when you talk about NFL, if you combine and you put the players with normal, and I say when I say normal, I'm talking about you're not an NFL player.
General public.
Yeah, general public. I don't want people saying, well, what you mean normal? Because I mean, we're watching the best of the best athletes in the world by any means necessary. They done what it took to get there. So if you do that and you have a average or general person go against him, you're gonna watch it because you want to see if he's gonna get beat. And then you flip it. He's gonna play hard. Why the football players gonna play hard? Because they don't want to lose to somebody that's the garbage man.
So a lot of it right there is if we did the flag, there's a lot of tournaments around, especially down here in Florida. There's a lot of tournaments around where I mean, these players know how to chuck it, they know how to catch it, they know how to run routes and everything like that. Trust me. And if that's what it's going to be like, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Let's go ahead and get some regular Joes, pros versus Joes. Remember that show?
Yeah,
I kind of like that idea right there. So it's if you go in, get the regular Joes versus the pros, get them lined up, and make it for charity. Whoever wins, doesn't really matter who wins. Just pick a charity and you get it. By the way, 74,000 is the winning team. 37 is the losing team. So everybody getting paid.
So, and that's the thing. You can flip it like that to where 74,000 you can pay 2 teams, or you can, because I mean, you're talking about 74,000 per player. That's what 54 people on the roster. You shorten it to now 7 or 10 guys on the roster. I mean, everybody can eat. You can do the charity. Like, there's a lot that you can do, but the issue is you have to get the fans involved doing it. Like the Super Bowl. Why do people want to host the Super Bowl? Because when you go to the Super Bowl, but the money, why is the money? Because you got the NFL experience. You get to see people, you get to meet commentators, you get to see all different type of athletes and be a part of that.
Right.
So that's the thing that you got to do. You just can't have them do a football game because they're not going to play full padded football game. They're not going to play hard for what? You're talking about 75,000. Hell, if I get hurt, I lose $5 million.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, $5 million, $5.5 million. It comes to the total purse for a 53-man roster, being paid at $74,000 per player to win, $37,000 per player to lose. Yeah, you're looking at over $5.5 million. Why don't you just put that into charity, or even just do half of that? Put $1 million, just anything to charity, and just let the players have some fun. And like you said, you go ahead and take down the roster from 106 players on the field to maybe 20. The thing is, though, is how do you honor these players that want to be on the field? I mean, how do you honor them? Because granted, the players that are on there for the first team, they kind of opt out. I don't want to play, and they put the reserves in. But how do you honor the teams the players that do want to be on there? If you only having like 10 or 15 players on this roster and this idea, how do we honor the rest of them?
But that's the thing, is more than just there's challenges. Like I said, you could do a lineman challenge, you could do quarterback accuracy, quarterback who could throw the farthest, you could do catching the football.
That quarterback challenge they used to do back in the day with the longest throw, the accuracy, and all that.
Yeah.
So like you can honor everybody. Like there's some kind of competition. Hell, like you said, the dodgeball. Do the same thing. Joes versus pros with dodgeball. Have them go against people. Like, I mean, the thing about football, because it's not like basketball. Like I said, in basketball, you're in an arena. Even the All-Star game, you're in an arena, but you can look to your left and right, and you could be with famous people or NBA players. Like these Pro Bowlers, they can come, they can sign autographs. Like there's a lot that you can do to get everybody involved in it, but you got to make it exciting.
What about this? And this just came to me. What if we have the first team All Pros versus the first team college, like the Senior Bowl players?
No.
Hey, would they ever make something like that? Because obviously they're at college, they're not in the NFL yet. But
no.
Because
now you talk about the best of the best against no disrespect to that they're NFL pros, but you're talking about. Like that's like you compare it to high school. That's varsity football versus freshman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Because
no. I respect that. It's just again, and that's also the thing is we're still playing a full-fledged game. There's still going to be injuries, so
no one's going to waste their money.
Yeah, this college recruit's coming out, tears ACL on a Pro Bowl game because he wanted to prove something, and it's like now his whole career is down the tour.
Because
it's dangerous. It really is.
Because you even take I can't take the receiver from Alabama that got drafted by the Lions.
Yeah,
he was a top 5, top 10 draft pick. He tore his ACL. You could take the outside linebacker from Michigan doing what's name. He tore his Achilles. Like he dropped. Like guys dropped. And you're talking about doing just training and workouts and playing in the national championship. So they're not going to risk. you won't get the best college football players. And like Damien, he said something about the XFL.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to. The
That's
XFL, they
pros
got to,
versus freshmen.
yeah, they got to build. XFL is going to build their name and their storylines. So they don't have time to be playing with that. But if you just get a normal, regular Joe that works just like everybody else and have an opportunity to play for 75,000 or 95,000, the level of competition will be so high because, again, like I said, Tom Brady doesn't want to get picked off by the garbage man.
You're right.
Hey, you don't want you see what I'm saying? Like Jamar Chase don't want to get locked down by the lawnmower man, but you know what I'm saying, or the businessman, or the stay-at-home dad. You know, you don't want to see that because you understand what I'm saying? Like the level of competition. That's just like me. I won't lose to my son. Like I can't lose to him. You know what I mean? So that's what's so beautiful about if you want to get fans involved, because you can't do nothing spectacular in football.
No, you can't, because again, the risk of injury is just so high.
Yes, and what are we like?
Baseball, you can have competition because what the hell is the difference in baseball? I mean, you can get injured, but it's the likelihood of getting injured is not as huge.
But again, if you look at football, we like football. Why? Because the hitting.
That's right.
Because an embarrassment. So now, if you, regardless of the situation, if you put an average guy out there and he get embarrassed, one, he's gonna be excited because he said, "Man, I got crossed up by Jamar Chase or this." Like he wrapped me up, and vice versa, man. I think that's where the fun comes. My opinion.
Yep. Coach Mike, any last thoughts on the
I think it's almost step away from the game and just have competitions. I'm not necessarily saying 7-on-7, but if you look back like almost 20 years ago when it was the NFC versus the AFC and they did different competitions over in Hawaii, a rowboating race. Now everybody play golf, so challenge or miniature golf challenge, and those are things you can bring the regular guy in to compete against them, which will bring more viewers. Because hey, if me or Coach Vic or you get on TV, hey, I'm tweeting everybody, hey, I am going to be on TV. Everybody watch, pass it on.
Nice.
Yeah, you can make it
step away from football.
Like you said, just make it kind of like the Olympic challenge.
Yeah.
Charles, you know, because you older, you know how they used to have that ABC, CBS versus each other.
Yeah, I mean, you can do football competitions within that. You know, the longest throw. You got some kids who used to kick. Hey, let's see who can kick the furthest, or you can add little tidbits from the football game, but just flat out football game.
Nice.
I think that's over with. I think having the actual Pro Bowl game, I honestly think that's over with. I really do.
You don't have that Deion Sanders and that Sean Taylor mindset players no more, where if I'm on the field, I'm full tilt no matter what.
Yep, absolutely.
That's too much money, man.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes. Obviously, that's something that's been rumored around. Vegas has got it this year. Well, they actually have it going forward, to be honest with you. They used to be in Orlando, now it's in Vegas, and now all of a sudden they're thinking about just kicking it off. That's it. Somebody else is thinking about kicking it off. Kaepernick's back in the news. He went ahead and had a joint workout with the Raiders, but according to sources, especially the coach over there, no indication on signing Kaepernick. Is this just for show? I mean, is Kaepernick just really done and he's just trying to be relevant by going to a practice here and there? I mean, what's the end result here?
I think that location was definitely for show. Now you start going into Detroit and you start going into Chicago and Seattle, then I'll be like, oh, it's about to get serious.
Yeah, that's true.
Where he's top 2 in his division, right? Am I saying the top 2? Is that right?
Yeah, you said it right. There you go.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2 in the division at quarterback. I think that was just bring attention to us because he might be throwing to Adams. Nah.
He ain't throwing to anybody because nobody's benching David Carr unless he gets injured. Nobody's benching him. And then you also have, I mean, they got like five quarterbacks in their room right now. I mean, you got Derek, well, 4, excuse me. They got Carr, Gabbers, who they drafted, Nick Mullins, and Jared Stidham. So, I mean, okay, I get it. If you get Kaepernick in there, he's probably going to be the ultimate number 2 guy.
But the thing is, you starting too many things. Even if you blow somebody out and you up 30 and he come in and go 9 for 9 for 150 and a touchdown, people gonna start talking.
No,
they ain't gonna do that. They're gonna call a running play, and it might be him doing a bootleg or something like that. Again, he's just in there for show. He's not gonna go ahead and go off like that. They're not gonna give him plays to go off like that. It'll be dump offs and simple handoffs. That's it. They're not gonna risk it.
It may seem like you don't understand how quick you got, especially in this pass happy league. You know what I'm saying? You run 2 times, you don't get a first. What you gotta do? Throw it. And they
run the third time, because hey, listen, all you gotta do is get 3.3 yards of carry to go ahead and get a first down.
It's easy to say. It ain't that easy to do all the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, Coach Vic, do you see Kaepernick? I mean, is his career officially over? Do we really go ahead and say that? Oh yeah, he'll still play. It's just, we got to find the right team. They have to come out by now, especially Seattle. Seattle would have definitely came out and said, "Hey, we want to sign him."
Well, I think it's a little bit different now. Cap kind of seen the writing on the wall, and he said he'd come in and be a second string, third string quarterback just to get an opportunity to get back in. And you look at it, he started his workout with Michigan, Jim Harbaugh, very respected football coach. So you did a workout with them. So now, like you said, you need the interest of some NFL team. Shoot, why not the Raiders? One thing about it is the head coach, he got a little bit of bill. Hey, we're just gonna have some tryouts and see what happens and see where he's at, and we will reevaluate this later on in the year. So at least now he's getting an opportunity to be seen. They said the workout went good, and now he's getting buzzed and he's getting talked. So I kind of say maybe July, August, somebody's going to give him an opportunity, because like you said, Seattle's going to ride with their guys, what they got, because they traded for him. They're going to play defense, and they're just going to pound the ball. And they're not really looking to win, to make the playoffs. They're just going to be competitive.
Right.
I thought a great opportunity. I thought the Giants, because with the head coach and Daniel Jones, they all fit the bill of what he likes to do. He likes to run with the quarterbacks. Why not having a more athletic quarterback like him? But other than that, like, to be honest with you, I think he'll have an opportunity, man. It's still early, because I didn't realize it till even reading the Raiders. I read this little article about the Raiders. Raiders have $7 million. When June 1st hit this week, they're gonna have $20+ million because they made cuts.
So you think they may still have a shot at getting Cap?
They still might have a shot at getting Cap, but then you got all these free agents. Like, you still got guys that's still out there.
Smart with your money.
So I think they just helped him out, gave him a shot to be seen, and somebody's next is gonna bite once they realize, all right, these are not the quarterbacks that we thought we had. Like you said, like Seattle feel comfortable with them because they're like, hey, we're gonna play defense, run the football. We got a line that we got some linemen.
Yeah, but you still need a quarterback. They don't have one. Drew Lock ain't a quarterback. I mean, he is, but no, he's not a starter. He's a backup. He is a bench warmer to say.
But if you say that, but how do we know that, Charles? Because you said no. Hold on. You said Russell Wilson was good.
Okay.
Good. But how many games you got them winning?
I got them win 6? Yeah.
And how many they won last year? It's about the same amount. Probably. So they still the same boat. It might just be coaching.
Might be. We'll see.
Except Mike got him winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.
Which one? Seattle?
No, Denver.
Denver's like
Denver's
14-2.
Yeah, right. 14-3. Get it right. All right, Vic, you put in here in the chat here for Sunday, which is a lie? Darnold too. What do you mean by that? Obviously, there's all quarterbacks, but what do you mean, which is a lie?
Oh, we're talking about
maybe you typed it in wrong. I'm not sure.
No, did you hear? Well, Darnold said that this is gonna be the best year. He still feel like he thinks he's a top quarterback. So then you had Tua. When you had Tua, you had, oh man, he throws a beautiful deep ball. All the receivers saying his balls is beautiful, the accuracy, and he's that. Then when you say you said Jones, Mac Jones, oh, he looks good. He has muscles now. Like everybody's hyping that quarterback up. Then Murray said he's not playing until he gets a new contract.
So what was the argument here? Which one is a lie? What hype story is a lie?
Like, what do we haven't, like Wilson? They say Zach Wilson looks great. He's been traveling and throwing the football. So like, which one of these do you we truly believe that they're telling the truth? Like Darnold, do you really think Darnold's gonna be a top 10 quarterback next year?
No.
But I think Tua is I think it would be the bottom of the barrel right there. I think Tua is more of a lie than any of them.
Why is that?
I just don't believe in Tua, and not just because he's on the Miami Dolphins. I just don't believe he is. I just don't believe he's a good quarterback.
Okay, Mike.
Why? I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. I think Tyreek will help him. I don't think Tyreek's a number one receiver, but when you got that guy who can take the roof off of a defense, he'll open up and allow him to at least have that threat down the field, which will allow him to make those easier passes in the bigger windows.
Yeah, even if you blow the roof off, you still have to have the guy that can throw out of the roof.
I think he can do that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
So what? You think he can throw the deep ball?
You don't. Why you don't think he can?
I don't think he can't with the hip. He said it himself that he's not the same quarterback that he was before he hurt his hip. And I think that's the one thing, he can't flip that hip fast enough to get it out deeper. But I will give Miami credit for who they hired as a head coach. You hired somebody that's with the 49ers, and guess what? They had a quarterback that couldn't throw the deep ball.
And southpaw.
So at least he has a coach that understands that, hey, you might can't throw the deep ball, but Tua is very, very accurate. I will give him credit for that. Anything 20 yards and under, he's perfect.
But we as a coach,
get it out.
Hold on, as a coach, you know too. When you say deep ball, a deep ball don't have to be, oh, he got 40, then I threw it. A deep ball is I threw a 20-yard route and he got it on the break, and he ran for 40 yards.
No, I don't consider that a deep ball. I consider that's a catch and run. A deep ball is you running a 40-yard out and you lay it right there at a dime, and that's it.
You said a 40-yard out?
Excuse me, a 40-yard post. Excuse me.
I was about to say,
my bad.
God.
Hey, I'm not a coach.
I'm about to say, I need that quarterback.
All right, you ain't lying. Hey, he can throw it. Hey, throw it to the sideline at 40 yards.
But that's a deep ball. That's a 30, 40, 50-yard deep ball. That's that's laying.
If we go back and watch film, you don't see 5 of those in a game.
But yes, you do.
No, I don't see him 5 of them. But
you do that. You do that when you have.
You have to have that threat. Listen, if you go ahead and say, okay, Tyreek, you go deep, and everybody else is cut in, and we're just going to use it as a decoy. Okay, they'll bite. But as soon as they find out the guy don't have it, just let Tyreek run. It's like, what is he going to do? He ain't going to throw it that far.
Yeah, but the minute you let him run, even is leaving in the world of football. And if you're not running back and still covering your depth and worrying about this and worrying about it in front of you, you're beat.
Yeah.
But he don't throw 40 yards. If he's 25 to 30 yards, okay, with his accuracy, he is fine.
Mike, let me ask you this. And it's a big difference because, one, what routes do Tyreek Hill runs?
Verticals and corners. Maybe a post here and there. He's not a runner like that. So his big money routes is corners, posts, and vertical.
So now it's the point of, can he make that read and throw it at 35, 40 yards? Because you're talking about Tyreek Hill. By the time Tyreek Hill hits 20 yards, he's at top speed. So you have to push it 30, 40 yards. Right?
I think he's at top speed when he hits 10.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But and then so now it's one of those things. how does he fit in with that with the vertical ball? Because one thing about it, even if you go back to the 49ers, what does everybody play? How do they play them? They play them up close, and they say, "Hey, I want you to throw it deep because your accuracy, Jimmy, your accuracy is not good." And that's just the same thing with Tua. Tua's accuracy is not. I don't think his accuracy is he doesn't have the power or the arm strength to get it out there like he used to. I really believe it's because of the hip. And I kind of realized that last year because I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I like Tua. I think Tua is a good. He's a manageable quarterback. He's going to give you the 10 to 15-yard balls. You have a run game, and I just don't. I think he's going to underthrow a lot of balls to Waddle and Tyreek because he might be late. Because if you're late on the pass, then guess what happened? Now you're gonna underthrow it because he can't.
It's gonna look underthrown.
So I think that's one of the biggest things about Tua. I mean, I don't put him last in the division. I think they're the second best team in the division. But
well, that's the best team though.
Huh?
That's the best.
The second best team.
I wouldn't put Tua as the second best quarterback in the division.
Who'd you have?
Well, I got Josh Allen.
Of course.
I'd put Mac ahead of Tua.
No.
Yeah, because Mac at least can throw the deep ball.
But no, I'm not sold on that one yet. Mac gotta really show me this year.
Well, what has Tua shown you?
They won games. Like he beat the Patriots twice. He beat that Mac Jones. He thought through him twice.
He beat the defense. We're not talking about defense. We're talking about quarterbacks. We're talking about quarterbacks. We're not talking about defense.
So what has Mac Jones showed you other than he can hand the ball off 30 times to 20 different running backs?
He can manage the game. He can call out defenses. He can go ahead and throw the deep ball. Can Tua throw the deep ball? No. Or if he can, we're going to find out this year.
Tua's way more accurate than Mac Jones.
I don't think so.
If that's the case, Charles, Mac Jones would have been playing.
No, that's not the case.
At Alabama, yes.
No, that's not the case. Hello, 47 points given up of Buffalo. That's not Mac Jones's fault.
No, they played at Alabama together. He would have been playing over Tua if that was the case.
Are you really comparing college ball to pro ball?
Hell, Alabama at the time had all Pro Bowlers.
Whatever.
Right. You got to stop thinking with your heart, man. No. Because you with this New England stuff, dog. So let me ask you this. So you think let's talk about Zach Wilson since we're in the same division.
Yeah.
You think Zach Wilson's gonna be better this year?
Yes. Now, how much better? I don't know, but I definitely think he's not going to throw as many interceptions.
Mike?
No, not at all. I maybe not as many as interceptions, but it's not going to be no big change from the previous year.
Yeah, I didn't say a huge change, but he's going to be better. He'll manage the game better.
I think
I'm not a big fan of quarterbacks just managing games.
Well, the thing is that Zach has shown improvement throughout the year. He just, obviously he was on a crappy team, but again, he's had a full year to go ahead and work on it. Now we'll see what he does in the second year. I mean, he only had he started 13 games. He was 3-10, so it was a horrible year for him. But he did improve as the season went on. I mean, he's horrible the first few games, but he did improve.
I think I'm not sold on him overall. I think he was worse.
You got to throw more than 9 touchdowns. He's got to be throwing more than 9 touchdowns. That's just the fact of the matter. If you're not throwing more than 9 touchdowns this year, you might as well just go ahead and hand it off to Flacco, because honestly, that's that's where it would be. Hand it off to Flacco and let him take over. Hell, hand it over to Mike White.
I like Mike White. I think he did a good job. I'm surprised he ain't getting no money.
I'm surprised they have Flacco over him. Mike White actually did pretty good. When Zach went down against the Patriots, Mike White, man, he just no answer for him. We could have stopped Zach Wilson, no problem, but Mike White came in and it's like, holy cow, who the hell is this guy?
So let me ask you, and this is the last one. We was talking about Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
What's your take on Sam Darnold? And
I think he's garbage. I
Okay.
don't like him. I think he is what he was in New York and just in a different team. You can give him all the running back. You can give him all the running games in the world. He's trash. I don't like him. I mean,
Mike,
good.
I think he was just another good college quarterback. You have plenty of those walking around this world and in the league. You was awesome in college, and now the game speed has changed.
Wait. You said awesome in college. You realize the dude in USC for 14 games in 2017 threw 26 touchdowns and 13 picks. How's that awesome in college?
It got him where everybody had him top ranked.
Top. Oh God.
Well, that's because
that's horrible.
That's because
he had a better year the year before. 31 touchdowns, 9 picks.
But that's because of coaching, man.
You think so?
Yeah, because I forgot.
So explain.
That's when Lane Kiffin was there. He got in trouble.
But I'm just saying, explain his accuracy now. He's below 60% career, below 60% last couple of years.
Honestly, truthfully, I just think that, and this is, I like Sam Darnold. Maybe I don't know why. I can't argue with people why I like him. I just feel like that he's had a bad break with coaches, and I think like with Carolina, and I think Carolina did a good job. Now, not just saying Christian McCaffrey, but you have you picked up old boy, god dang, from the Tennessee Titans. I think it's Foreman.
Yeah, Devontae Foreman.
So now you got a heavy back, a big back that's gonna hit it hard because he needs someone. He needs a running game. But I just think that he was just in the wrong position. He's just terrible coaching, man. I truly believe that. I think the coaching was just terrible. At the beginning, because
Chuba. I'm sorry. No, never mind. Go ahead.
They had Chuba too. He's the second one. He's like the Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
But not as good as Christian McCaffrey when healthy.
Yeah, Devontae Foreman, Chuba, Christian. Again, Christian, they're talking about trading.
I would.
Yeah, Deontay and Chuba, they're the only two there.
But if you look at it, they have a running game. Offensively, I just like him. I think he just had a bad break with quarterbacks.
Honestly, I think his time is limited. I think Matt Corral right now, is just one bad game away from stepping in there and taking over.
No.
Because
Matt Rule's in trouble right now. Like he's on the high. We all said he's on the high seat.
Listen. Okay, let's put it this way: would you go down if you're going to have another bad season and you have poor play on your quarterback end, and you don't do anything? Because
how many losses before you say go to somebody else?
I say if you go ahead and first 6 games you lose 4 or 5 of the 6.
But let me ask you this: Do you blame? Are we gonna blame Sam Darnold for some of the losses?
We got to see what he's doing. Because honestly, if he's throwing picks in the red zone, if he's going ahead and missing open receivers, yeah, you have to blame him. But if these players are dropping passes, passes that are like hitting in the hands, leading the receivers, not throwing behind, leading the receivers, hitting his targets, if he's doing that and they're not catching the ball, of course you can't blame Sam.
But we know like his 2 best receivers led the league in drops.
Yeah,
like they were top 3 in drops.
So you got to go ahead and find out, Robbie, DJ, what the hell are you doing? You got to go. You got to figure it out, because if you can't figure it out, then hey, more trades. Get somebody that can catch the damn ball, because we're looking at film and it's like if Sam is putting on point, there should be no excuses, none. If he's putting on point, yes, I get the occasional drop here and there. Nobody's perfect, but if he's putting it on point, you can't blame Sam. Now, if he's going ahead and not putting it on point and he's throwing it to the other damn team, yeah, you're gonna make a change, and it might be time to go ahead and bring in the future now. Because if you're going to go ahead and he is the problem, what are you going to do, Matt? If you're already on the hot seat, are you going to go ahead and go down with a fight, or are you just going to go ahead and keep the same hand that's playing you? mean, Coach, you tell me, Coach, what would you do if you know that this guy is turning the ball over, is costing you games, and your ass is on the hot seat? Are you really seriously going to keep him in there?
Mike, what you think? Because then I'm gonna say what I think.
On.
I mean,
No. Here you go. I'll tell you what. Here's what I think. This is
Yes.
and this is honest truth. This is what I think. I have to stay with him, and I'm gonna stay with him for the simple fact of the matter is because he's beating the guy that's behind him. Like,
what if he's not? That's the thing. What if you do see? What if it's a tight race?
Then that's the difference. That if it's not, but it's I honestly think Sam Darnold. And then also keep in mind, man, Sam Darnold's what 24. He's still young.
Yeah, that means he might be trade bait for something else, maybe another first round or second round pick.
But no, I'm gonna ride. I'll have to ride with the guy that's better. And I have to look at myself. Like, are we putting him in the best position to be successful? Like, you got to know what you got. And I think that's where a lot of coaches, they go with what they're familiar with. They go with hey, this is how we are, and we're gonna ride with it. Like, and that same thing. You go back to Chicago. That's how Nagy was. Hey, this is the offense that we went with Kansas.
Let me ask you a final question, and I'm going to go to Mike. Do you think Matt Rule's the problem?
Yes.
Okay, Coach Mike, what do you think? Is Sam Darnold costing you the game? Do you make a change if your ass is on the hot seat?
If I got to shake something up, but at the same time, and I have a different mindset as a coach. I know I have to look in the mirror first, because if I can't evaluate talent and be able to put my athletes in the best position to win, and don't be a system coach, then that's me. But if this guy is throwing interception after interception, we get to the 12-yard line, he throwing picks almost, I don't say every time, but a lot, and he's fumbling and different things.
If he's costing you games,
got to make a change. If he is costing me games, and I don't have yes men saying, "Oh, it's the quarterback," because I know it's not me, then yeah, we got to make the change.
Now I get it if he's going ahead and shoot and firing a pass and then to Robbie, and it tips off his hand in the end zone, and somebody picks it off. Yeah, that's not his fault. We get it. But
overthrows consistently, it ain't necessarily even got to be picked, but consistent overthrows, consistent bad balls getting thrown towards the ground.
Got to move the ball, man.
Open route.
I mean, but you could look at it as this, Mike and Charles. Let's take when Tom Brady went to Tampa the first year. Them first 4 or 5 games, Tom Brady looked like crap. He was throwing pick six, he was throwing interception. But what they do, they had to come to Jesus meeting with each other and realize, hey, I don't fit this, and they change stuff to fit what he does. A lot of coaches don't do that. They believe in what, hey.
Those two though.
No, I'm saying, but they made an adjustment because it was the vertical.
That's coaching, but like you said, now that's coaching, and that's coaching and having confidence in the guy coming telling you like, hey, this ain't working for me, and having the ability to look at yourself and say, all right, what can we do to make it better for my athlete?
And also keep in mind, new OC coming in this year, Ben McAdoo. We're going to see how he adjusts and how he plays ball. So
now that's another thing that favors. Hey, I got to ride with the quarterback. This is a new system for him.
Yeah, big.
So that's like he learning a whole new playbook.
Yeah, he's a good OC. He's a straight OC. He sucks as a head coach.
OC, but you got to understand that just like you can't penalize the coach, the quarterback for having to learn a new everything and come and learn a new coach.
So yeah, Big Ben B-Mac, he go pound that football. That's why they got the big boy back there from University of Texas. Hey, you run that thing, boy. They gonna be fine, dog. I think Sam's gonna be all right.
We shall see. Just to go ahead and confirm Carolina, I have at 3-14. Bye, Matt Rule. So we'll see what happens. Hey, listen, again, this is the way too early picks for the way too early touchdown crew. Coaches, any last words before we go ahead and wrap this biatch up?
Miami Heat's taking it.
I know.
Hey, listen, I'm losing you there. I'm losing you. Coach Mike, any last words?
I'm back.
Oh, man, the same thing I'm going to say till it's not true. Super Bowl champs.
Who?
Reside in Philly. What? And that's a fan talking. You know it is.
No. Hey,
I'm
hey,
losing
real,
you too.
hey, honestly, I don't know why a lot of people are sleeping on New Orleans. I think New Orleans. I said it again. I'm a Tampa Bay fan, but I think they're gonna win the division. We struggle with the New Orleans defense,
I got them winning it.
so I don't believe it. I'm not a favorite of Arizona. Never will. The offense
Until you see it.
It always breaks down. Week 14, week 12, 14. Quarterback hurt, receivers hurt.
Coach Vic, do your homework. Get back to us with some stats there next week. All right.
Okay, what's our homework? What's our homework? I'm ready now. Because I'm off. What's our homework? What's our
you
homework?
want to turn it late?
Go down week by week, however you want to do it. Print it out or whatever. Week by week.
That's
Wins
17
and
weeks.
losses. Huh?
That's 17 weeks.
Mike,
I'll send you a link.
Mike,
in a freaking hour.
Mike, you might need to come on over and show me how to do this stupid thing. Like yours.
We're out of here. Go enjoy your Memorial Day, everybody. Grill it up, pull it up, swim it up, and have fun. We'll see you next Sunday right here.
Yes, thanks for all everybody, military, y'all do for us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a place. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.